Thank you, Deputy Speaker. We have a crisis in this country. We have a crisis in this country on energy affordability, and we're staring down the barrel of a reliability crisis too. There are families sitting around the kitchen table right across Australia right now, from Berwick to Brisbane, from Melbourne to Mallacoota, and they are staring at an energy bill stuck to their fridge, wondering how they are going to pay that bill right now. Now, this government's promised nearly 100 times that we will see a $275 cut in yearly energy bills. They have not been good to their word. There are 200,000 Australians on energy hardship plans as we speak. I spoke to one energy retailer about a week ago who said they're getting around 150 phone calls every day from people across their database seeking energy bill relief. They are seeking hardship plans. They cannot pay the bill that they have in front of them. And that is a crisis. It is a crisis for our food banks. It is a crisis, as the member for Cook said, for charities and volunteer groups that are set up to help people at very, very difficult points in their life. And this is an avoidable situation. Labor have induced a crisis that we're seeing in pricing Australian businesses out of the game internationally. It is hurting blue-collar workers in regional jobs. It is putting our manufacturing base so far behind the eight ball that they've got to work extra hard, extra smart just to catch up. And we've got an energy minister who very kindly came back to the parliament this week. He's been traversing the globe, lecturing other countries. Mr Speaker, given Minister Bowen's track record of performance in Australia, you'd think he'd be best placed to talk to other countries only about how to flatline their decarbonisation efforts, only to pontificate about skyrocketing energy bills.
That's also right.
Or maybe to include a few hot takes on how to use taxpayer funds to prop up a couple of select technologies while flatly resisting calls to put every available option on the table.
Outrageous.
Mr Speaker, I do hope, though, that while clocking up carbon miles, Minister Bowen might have taken the time for a sideline chat to listen to what representatives from a few other countries like France, like Canada, Japan, India, Turkey, I could go on, might be able to share with him on how to achieve energy reliability, energy affordability and energy sustainability. Because Minister Bowen might learn a few things, like you can achieve all of those objectives on the table without shutting down coal early, while putting your foot to the floor on gas and making sure there are all options on the table.
That's right.
Now, that last bastion of conservatism, the Starmer Labor government in the UK, has seen under its watch what will be one of the largest nuclear power stations built in Europe. And meanwhile, in Australia, our businesses are struggling to keep their heads above water. I went to a major meat processing business in my electorate last week. They employ 140 local people. This business is part of a sector that plays a critical economic role nationally. It is essential to my region. I met with this business, and the first thing they talked to me about was their energy bill. It's out of control. Over the last 12 months alone, electricity costs for this business have increased by 22%. And 27% across the last 24 months. Gas prices have escalated even more significantly, rising 27% in the last year alone, 46% over the last 2 years. Combined, gas and electricity costs for this business have surged by 24% over the last 12 months and an extraordinary 35% over the last 24 months. Mr Speaker, this is outrageous. This business is not Robinson Crusoe on their energy pain. It is an epidemic of escalating costs, and the government keeps telling Australians we've never had it better. They haven't, and there's no news on when this government is going to deliver on its broken promise of $275 bill relief. Blue-collar workers are hurting, regional Australians are hurting, working Australians are hurting. They deserve so much better than this government.